I know you see it. I know you see it. Call of Juarez. If I pronounced it wrong, my bad. Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Now, before we hop into the gameplay, first and foremost, when I was doing my Red Dead Redemption series going on the channel, and we were doing some live streaming of Red Dead 1, 2, and Undead Nightmare, my brothers and sisters, y'all were in the comments, you know, the chat, and y'all was like, yo, D1, some of y'all was like, you ever heard of Call of Juarez Gunslinger? I'm like, no. It's like Red Dead, D. It's like Red Dead, D1. Check it out. So, sucker, we're here to do that. So, we're on the PC. You already know your boy's using that Xbox Series X controller. So, we are playing Juarez Gunslinger. I'm really excited to play this for you guys on the channel. Full gameplay walkthrough. If you guys are new, please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Punch. It's like I said, punch, stomp, kick, hug, whatever you gotta do for me, please, and share my content with your friends, from etc. Guys, I'm so excited to be playing this. I've heard nothing but good things about this awesome game. I've heard it's compared to Red Dead, a little bit of Call of Duty, a little bit of just everything up in this. But full gameplay walkthrough, guys. Let's do this. Play game, baby. Put me in the game. Story. That's all I care about. Normal. Come on now. Y'all know we always do hard. Pause. It's like you thought I was going hard. Come on now. Y'all know I'm a gamer. Real gamers do normal. We do not do hard on here. Pause. Here we go. Here we go. I'm excited, bro. I hope y'all are excited, bro. I'm pumped up for this. I've been looking for another kind of Red Dead Redemption kind of game. By the way, I hope y'all enjoyed that Call of Duty Ghost, man. We got to put some more Call of Duty games on the channel. So if you got some recommendations, let me know in the comment section below.
Know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves?
Greaves, okay.
The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Well, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Let him know.
It would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
I ain't gonna.
Son,
Please.
It would be my honor to drink it.
Right.
Molly, howdy.
Hold on now.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
Jack, you better go on somewhere.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
I really do this.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid.
Billy the Kid?
Episode 1, y'all.
That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear.
What you want to do, Billy the Kid?
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell. It was about 30 years ago.
Talk to me.
Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs.
Stinking Springs.
I threw in with the kid.
December
because the man
23rd,
I had sworn
1880.
vengeance
Let's
on
get it,
was
baby.
riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day.
Look at the
I was
graphics
heading
looking
back to the
crispy.
hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
What funny feeling?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Okay, see objectives. Okay. Return to hideout.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through.
Ooh.
I had no choice.
Who's that? Is he with us?
No, sir, I'm not. Sit it down. Woohoo! You earn experience by killing enemies. You need it for leveling up and gaining extra abilities. Let's go. Woohoo! Oh, baby, we got a new Red Dead game, guys.
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett, his army of
I'm
deputies
right here.
surrounded the
Okay, gunning
entire
down enemies
force.
fills your
I decided
concentration
to help
gauge.
Billy and the boys out of it.
Okay,
So
press
that's just
RB
what I
for
did.
concentration. Oh! They got the Red Dead feature, bro. The slow motion thing.
As the governor of New Mexico,
Beautiful.
his apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand.
Oh, this is so nice. Whoa, whoa, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Woo! Whoa! Last breath. Okay, okay. You ain't gonna do a dang thing. That's how you do it. Whoa, 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 whoa! Shoot, where the sucker at?
You think you can kill me too?
You dang right I can. Best in the business, baby. Sucker don't know, I've been doing this since 96. Real OG. Whoa, what do we got here? Okay, the Lincoln County War is often considered one of the most famous examples of a range war in the history of the West. Range wars are conflicts over the control of open range or rangeland freely used for cattle grazing. Disputes were usually over grazing or waters rights, but in this case, the fight was over control of dry goods trade in Lincoln County. The quarrel arose around a... God dang. Y'all see it. I ain't got to read all that. But you see it. I'm trying to get to the action. Let's go. You just leveled up. Okay. So we... So guy, I'm not trying to hear what y'all got to say. Okay, here we go. You have 1 skill point to spend here. Now, select any of the 3 skill categories and then purchase its leftmost skill. Let's go. Okay. So we just got different ones that we can go with. Okay, I think this is the only one we can go with for now. Okay, we're going with that. Dual wield revolvers. Oh my gosh. You're kidding me.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with
Whoa.
their heads cut off.
So how do I do it? Do I gotta get another revolver? I probably gotta find another one. Oh my gosh, this game is so smooth, bro. Where have you been all my life?
Still, one of them reached the wall.
Woo! Okay, you can avoid lethal shots
bad idea.
only when you sense
Would be a
of death
tricky
is fully
shoot from
charged.
there.
Okay. Woo! Dang, hold on. Oh, whoa. Woo-hoo! Good drop,
Luckily,
son.
these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
Oh my gosh, dude. Where's this game been all my
Position
life?
is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do?
Oh,
Indeed,
oh,
Doc.
baby, yes.
But where was I? Oh yeah. A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Nice. Dude, this game is so smooth, man. Running on my 2080. Oh, dude, my 2080, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. So how do I dual wheel? Okay, hold on. Let me go to my abilities. Hold on. How do you dual wheel? Oh, it's hold Y. Okay. Oh. Oh my god.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you! We got you covered! Truth be told, things weren't much better.
Oh my gosh, this is beautiful.
I cut their numbers in half.
Whoa, hold up, hold
I
up.
just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of
Woohoo!
skill with a seemingly
Oh my
endless
God.
supply of ammo.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It was a bit of a slog, but I
Oh
finally
my
fought my way around the
gosh.
back of the house.
Y'all can't tell me this game ain't fire, bro.
And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear.
Okay, is this dude on my
Past
team or?
Dirty Dave.
Okay, it's Dirty Dave. Dirty Dave.
And upstairs, I found Billy and Charlie Bowden.
Ooh. Secret found 2 out of 3. Let's go. Okay, Y'all see it. We ain't gonna read all that, but y'all see. I'm all about the action. I'm sure y'all feel the same way. Dude, this game is fire. Look how smooth, how beautiful it looks. Billy the Kid. Okay. 21 killed, 8. Wait,
Billy
what?
looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
You
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
ain't gotta say
Yeah,
much,
sort
Billy.
of.
We about to get down.
Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who
Hold
wanted
up.
to do us harm.
Wait a minute. Come on with it. Wait. Woo! Me too. Me too. You ain't saying nothing but a word. You ain't saying nothing but a word. That's fine, baby. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Come on. I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. Wait. Dang it. Hold up. I got something for you. Oh my gosh.
That's when Charlie got hit.
Huh?
They're catching us in a
Oh!
shouted Billy.
Charlie!
Get to the other side.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Y'all gonna do my boy Charlie like that? Yo, rest in peace to Charlie, bro. What's up? What's up? Let's go, baby. Oh my god. This game is amazing. I think this might be my favorite game, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. Woo!
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down.
Whoa!
It was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of
What?
valor.
Huh? Wait, what?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention.
All right, I don't know how I missed that. I must have
Corrected that
I messed up
already.
doing something.
And I-
Whoa!
The hell do I have to
Whoa! Beautiful.
Many would have fled in my place.
Get out of my way.
But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you
Woo.
saying, old man?
Oh my gosh, this game is beautiful, dude.
Yeah, he better be.
Whoa!
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas.
Oh my gosh.
Where was I?
This game is fire.
Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Am I jumping out?
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yo!
And just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
Woo! Gonna reload up real quick.
Finally, I had the stables within my reach.
Let's go, let's go. Oh my gosh, this game is just...
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat.
Ah.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Oh shoot! It's about to go down. Proud, handsome, ham-handed. Man, sucker, what you want to do, Mr. Pat? Pat don't know we really do this. We've been doing this since N64.
Challenged him
I'm
to
just
a show.
saying.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
I'm right here. What you want to do? Come on, Pat. Oh shoot, it's one of these types. Okay, keep your enemy in focus using. Okay. Don't do it. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, when your opponent reaches for their gun, press RT to draw your weapon. Oh, you ain't saying nothing but a word. Don't do it. Woo!
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that penny dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again.
What?
I finally reached those damn stables.
This time for real. What? Oh, come on.
And stepped inside, and bam! Last thing I heard was Garrett's voice.
I got slept. That's what you telling me?
That's not Billy.
And go on. How did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Oh my gosh, this game is fire, dude. Do we get any more skills? I do have another skill available. Concentrated. Grab 2 revolves and give them hell. When you carry a revolver, you can press. Okay. Oh wait, we already got that. Ammo capacity increase. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and get that. We definitely need to get some more ammo capacity increase. Consider changing difficulty. Seems like this is a bit easy after all. Would you like to switch to a hard difficulty? Sucker, no. We staying on normal. No, sir. No, sir.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
This game is freaking fire, y'all.
And the kid surrendered.
Why didn't y'all tell me to play this sooner, bro?
There's no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid. It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
Lincoln Jail, April 28th, 1881. 4 months after the arrest. Okay,
He was with
okay.
John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine.
Oh no, we gonna get our revenge.
All I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they
what's going on out there?
And planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
Yo, Billy, my boy.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Yeah, you ain't say nothing but a word, brother. Give me that hat, baby. Billy the Kid. Okay. Okay. The homie Billy. New level. Dude, did we just level up again? We did. Freaking let's go, dude. We're gonna get all of this stuff unlocked. Okay, where do we get a gun at? Oh!
Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Oh my gosh, let's go. 10 gauge Whitney. Can cut a man clean in half. Ooh! Loud as thunder, baby. Man, speaking. Oh.
I saw Billy through the window.
Billy!
And he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
What the? Oh!
Shot Jim Bell.
Hold on, go ahead and reload.
That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer.
Woohoo!
It could blow a man clear off his feet.
Let's go, baby.
You hardly had to aim it.
Oh my gosh, this thing is so beautiful.
Guards were everywhere looking for it.
This game runs so smooth like butter, dude. Whoa.
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
Yeah, don't you worry about it then. We gonna get that boy. We gonna get that boy.
Stealthy and sneak my way past.
You!
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me.
Woo!
Apparently, someone
Hold on.
thought I was Billy.
Yo, I'm not Billy. Yeah, I'm not Billy, guys.
Me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and color.
Whoa.
I was just glad.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We are shooting the street. Whoa. Oh my gosh, this game runs so smooth.
Whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find.
Oh my god. Get out of here.
Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters.
Oh, get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there. Ah!
We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Get out of here with that crap. Ouch.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Oh! Whoa, I messed up. Crap. Woo!
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Dang, that's cold. Whoa, who's shooting me?
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Dude, how am I supposed to take that guy out?
Would be dead.
Oh shoot, there's more of them. Crap.
No, because they all thought I was Billy.
I'm not Billy.
All that blame would fall on him.
What's up?
Meanwhile,
Don't you dare ever run up on
Bob
me.
Ollinger
What do you think
was
this is?
organizing a posse to put me down.
Whoa, what the?
He was
What's wrong with
already a
you?
mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them. And the only way forward
So
would be
garbage?
straight to perdition. But the cards were
Ah!
I had no choice but to play it.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Oh god.
We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back.
Woo! You ain't taking nobody, buddy. Yep, pull out the other one. Yep. Go and reload both of those. I need both of those reloaded, baby. Let's get it. Woo! Whoa!
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
Ah!
Guess Billy saved your ass.
Holy
Taking
cow,
Bob
dude.
Ollinger the way he did.
Oh my
Billy
god, I
didn't
love
kill
this game.
Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir.
Huh?
Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you
What
better
up?
let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy.
Boy!
With my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street.
What you wanna
Eyeball
do?
to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Adjust your hand position. Okay, for a faster. I got this. Know what I'm doing. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, when you hear the heartbeat, you can draw your gun first, but there will be noted a dishonorable act and scored accordingly. Okay, okay. What the? I missed! Okay, I got him, I got
Killed
him.
him in a fair fight.
Woo!
Everybody saw I had no damn choice.
Woo! I thought your man's had me. I missed the first one, y'all.
That day.
Honorable kill. I killed him honorably.
Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
Did we level up? No, we didn't. We didn't. We didn't. Okay. Oh my gosh, this game is freaking amazing. Where's this game been, guys? Why?
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the Cowboys.
Cowboys. Episode 2, The
The
Cowboys.
most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a
I don't care about none of that. It is what it is.
Really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
The boys.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the Cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bastards wore red scarves, so I...
Ooh, you know that brother dead.
Man.
Over there!
Get up out of here.
I did my best to help those little bastards.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get
Moments
dropped.
later, the attackers were dead. And I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looked like they all did.
It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like...
Woo! Woohoo! Got all of them, baby. Let's go.
They were appearing great numbers from above and rained down lead on their hapless enemy's heads. Making use of the high ground and whatever
Oh my
else.
gosh.
Yep, the Apaches always appeared out
Come
of
on, come on, come on,
nowhere,
come on. Reload, baby.
and there
Reload.
never seemed to be an end to it.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the Cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's Cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was...
Bro, I love how the story just changes.
See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I didn't
Whoa,
see Ringo.
whoa.
But I knew he was with the Cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong. And I was determined to have my revenge.
Whoa, okay, we're about to die. Shoot.
But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Yep. And we taking them all out. Dang, hold up. Oh, shoot, I'm dying. Shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Woo! Yeah, you're gonna have to try better than that, buddy.
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo.
Tucker, we still good on
Another
ammunition.
perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up.
Okay. How do we get out of here? Yep, there's too many of them.
Finally, they managed to corner me.
Yep,
As I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim.
woo! Whoa! Oh my god, I'm out of everything.
Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly
Please
spotted a
help
way
me.
out of my predicament.
Oh! Woo! Skip through the cave. You ain't got to tell me twice.
Himself was
Nope.
after me.
Yep, I ain't forgetting that. Wait.
Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I
Wait, why can't I grab that?
Died. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow.
Bro, can I grab this,
Because there
please?
wouldn't be. Clanton and his men
Yes, yes, I
caught
can.
up.
Yes, I can.
As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I
Oh.
thinking? Going up against a gang like this.
Oh. Oh, guys, we might die.
They
We
were
might not make it.
hunting me like I was game.
Nowhere to run.
Oh.
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going.
That's all you got to do. Just keep running. Keep running. Woo!
And that's something miraculous happened.
What the heck?
Like manna from heaven. I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition.
Let's go. Woo!
Pat Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good. And he
I
would know.
freaking love this game, dude. It's got freaking
Imagine my
dynamite.
surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with
Let's
that
go.
That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence.
Out of here with
It was
that.
time to turn the tables.
Whoa.
Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunt.
This game's blood and gore is just beautiful, man.
All right, Jesus.
The way this game plays is so freaking phenomenal, dude.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Yeah. Yeah, where that old man at? Finna get this work, buddy. Cranky. I don't know. Old man. Me and I don't care if you mean you finna get dropped.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs.
Whoa.
I'm coming for you! A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come.
Ah. Oh my god, he threw freaking more dynamite. Who's scared of you, sir? I'm not scared. Whoa! Let's go! Let's
Apparently,
freaking
one
go!
of the Cowboys made it out of there alive, and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Hey! Dang, we get any nuggets of truth. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, we didn't get any points or anything. We are level 5 right now. Making pretty good progress. Pretty good progress.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo.
Iron Springs, Arizona,
I had
March
tracked him and the
24th,
Cowboys to their
1882.
hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
Yep, I'm coming, buddy. I'm right here.
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bright?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. First, I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss,
Whoa.
Curly Bill Brocious.
Whoa.
Get ready, boys.
Wait a minute. All right, let me back up real quick. Oh my god, this game looks so beautiful.
Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge.
Where am I getting shot? Oh, right there. Piece of
They
garbage.
murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws.
Whoa.
So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Headshot, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Nice. I freaking love this game, dude. Whoa, what the?
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself.
Oh, we'll get
I
one.
wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken it.
Reload up real
He
quick.
should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died,
The white around your
his
milk.
son take over the Cowboys.
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Yup.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Oh my freaking gosh, dude. I love this game, bro.
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Nice, we got a nugget. We got a nugget. Let's go. Level up, baby. Dang, he was shooting me. Load up, load up, load up, load up.
You bastard!
What you call me, buddy? What you call me? Dude, freaking die. How many bullets do you freaking take? Whoa, whoa. I should be saying the same thing to you, buddy. Let's go. Yep, here I am. You know what? Better yet, hold that. Hold that. Yeah.
Parts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind.
What? Oh my God. Oh, that was beautiful. I got all of them.
That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
Yeah, I didn't think running into that was gonna do that to me. Okay, I'm just making sure. I want to try to get all the nuggets, but obviously, you know, I'm not gonna be able to get everything, obviously.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here.
Hey,
There was this beautiful water.
Johnny Ringo.
And a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Ooh.
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
This game is so freaking just Everything about it is perfect, dude. I love it. Okay, which way are we going? Oh, we gotta go down here. Okay.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Freaking love this game, dude. Uh-oh. Takes a shot. Before he takes a shot. He drinks. And then before... What? Defeat Curly Bill. Curly Bill.
Saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me.
Come on, Curly Bill. We can go at it then. Whoa, okay. All right, Curly Bill. That's how we doing. That's how we getting down, my boy. Eat that. Eat that. Whoa. Hold up. Hold up, Curly Bill. I got something for you. Who's scared? Sucker, I ain't never scared. I'm right here. I'm all about that business, baby. I'm all about that business, baby. What you wanna do? Come on, Curly Bill. Come on, Curly Bill. Woohoo! Wait, that wasn't Curly Bill. Which one is Curly Bill? I don't know which one is Curly Bill. Shoot. There he is. Hold up. Gotta reload. Gotta reload. Whoa, where am I getting shot at? Whoa. 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 Take cover. Take cover. Take cover. Dude, somebody is lighting me up. Hold up. Come on. Let's go, Curly Bill.
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
That's how you do it.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Oh.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
I love how we're playing the game and he's telling the story. Uh-oh. Next in line to take over and take a bullet. Johnny Ringo. Let's go. It's time, baby. It's time. Turkey Creek Canyon, July 13, 1882.
Incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Nah, it was me.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy.
Right to the Chrome Dome.
Legend ain't always true.
Beautiful.
Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
Oh, I know y'all see your boy. Level 7, baby. Let's go. Give me all of that. Legendary weapon unlocked. Engraved Ranger. Oh. The custom threaded barrel increases its range and piercing power. It's now easier to hit what you're aiming at and look good while you're doing it. Oh, let's go. 25% range, 30% recoil. Ooh, I love that. Oh my gosh, dude. This game is freaking fire, dude.
I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Henry Plummer. Plumber? Huh? I didn't catch that.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented
Innocents?
his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe
The
with him?
Innocents?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
They're not finna be no innocents anymore.
I knew I
Get
needed
it.
resources if I was going to
Near
track down
Bannock
Roscoe Bob
sometime
Bryant.
after Johnny Ringo's death.
Plummer
All
looked
right.
like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits. and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape.
Makes me nervous.
And that's where I thought I'd find
all
him.
these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous?
As my
Because of
late
that.
father pointed out to me more than once. God made men, and Samuel Colt made them equal.
Hey, hold on, what's up in here real quick? I was just about to say, it's got to be something good up in here. Is there anything else? Any treasure? Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Nice. I was going to say, I know there's got to be something up in here.
I knew that
Dynamite.
wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It
Whoa!
was the
You can shoot
biggest
dynamite in
gold
the
rush
air.
since Sutter's Mill in 48.
Let's go. Okay.
Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches. There were thieves, killers, robbing travelers, hijacking gold ships.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings.
Okay, just browsing around a little bit.
Charlie Crow, the blacksmith.
Sure about that, buddy?
James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber,
Whoa!
the butcher's son.
Nice, nice. What's that
Of
dynamite?
course, the rest were veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody
Nice.
fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Dangerous and desperate individuals. I thought I was some kind of hero.
Woo!
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense.
Okay. Makes sense, makes sense.
It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
You can't hide forever. You can't beat the innocents.
Ooh, yeah, baby. Hold on. Yep, going with the double. Let me reload that bad boy up.
Once that asshole dead.
Wait, where's he at? Where's he? Oh,
Once you enter a mine like that,
nice.
it's easy to get all turned around.
Ouch, 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 ouch.
And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it. Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell.
Jeez.
A single stumble or misstep can easily
Woo!
end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Dropped him. Oh, well, you're gonna die, buddy. Hey, ain't nobody a coward, buddy.
You can't beat the innocents.
Alright, hold on, guys. Just doing a little bit of browsing, making sure I didn't forget anything. Nope.
There he is.
Wait, what? Wait, how'd I fall down? Wait.
I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to Kingdom Come. With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at. One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tomb.
Whoa!
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic.
Oh, shoot! Wait, what?
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it.
What?
But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder.
Elevator, elevator, elevator.
I picked the more convenient and more
Whoa.
dangerous route.
Nice, nice. 2 out of 4. Level up, baby. Let's go. I like how there's different like options and stuff that you can do. I'm assuming like there's different multiple ways you can beat the game.
He was the sheriff of both places at one time or another, but that's neither here nor there.
I will drop you down a mine shaft.
Try me, buddy.
The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Oh, down this way, down this way. Ouch. Dynamite. Lawman. Outlaw. Scallywag. Scallywag.
Well, this day is getting worse and
Whoa, whoa.
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
shoot, but can you aim? I got a lot more dynamite than you.
Hey, that's...
I'm going all medieval on your ass.
Come on with it then.
I can shoot too. This cocksucker is smarter than you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going all medieval on your ass. How do you like that?
Jeez, man.
I got a lot more. I need some help here. Come on, boys. Take this cocksucker out.
You gotta get your boys to help you, really? Whoa, 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 whoa. Jeez. Nice, 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 nice.
They're gonna need us there to pick you up. What do you think you're doing? You can shoot, but can you aim? Boom! This cocksucker is smarter than you. I can shoot too.
Dang, dude.
Catch this, you son of a bitch! Keep pissing me off. See what it gets you. You ain't taking me.
Let's go.
Henry Plummer died.
He was
Him and his crew
annoying.
were worth their
This
weight
dude
in
was
gold.
annoying, bro. And maybe I made that harder than it needed to be, but bro, I was struggling. I don't even care about the award. I don't care. We did what we did. It is what it is. Dude freaking sucked, man.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin, so that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself.
John Wesley, episode 4. Let's get it, y'all.
Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From
What?
that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody. Not even Wild Bill Hickok himself. I dodged death many a time.
Whoa.
That night in Abilene was no different.
All right. Nearly 30 years ago. What the heck?
I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the bounty on John Wesley.
I thought the Texas Rangers got heart.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was holding a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought
What?
my way past his loyal compadres to the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me.
Let's get it then. Let's get it. There he is.
Wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. He deserves that much. Don't you think so, Ben?
I mean,
John
I guess.
Wesley Hardin was a killer.
Earlier that
And
night.
he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
God damn it! Shoot that son of a bitch!
Whoa, 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 whoa,
I
whoa.
had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friends. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach the Bull's Head. Some were hightailing it into town to inform their jefe of my unwelcomed presence.
Dang, this one's 1 out of 6. What am I getting shot at? Oh. Jeez, man. Golly. Heck up out of here. What y'all think this is?
Tell Hardin someone's coming for him! Stop that son of a bitch! Let the boys know we got another law dog.
I wondered if Bob was among them. And I steeled myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better.
Oh, nice. Got another one. Nice, nice, nice.
Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, however, I would first need to dispatch his cadre of hired killers.
Nice. Got
Most
every
of these
single freaking one
degenerates
of
were
them.
beyond redemption, but John Wesley might have been a different story. I didn't learn until later that that night was in fact his birthday celebration.
Shoot him!
Nice, 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 nice. Yep, here I am. Hey, they shooting fireworks? I guess so. No, just trying to make sure there wasn't nothing around the building.
Suffice it to say, nobody there was happy to see me. In fact, I felt a certain hostility.
Dang, hold up. Jeez. Ah! Nice. I was a freaking douchebag that freaking killed me.
John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived. As a moment later, I was facing down the fastest gun in the West.
Oh, here we go. Now we're getting the story. Fast kill at 15. Oh, I said fast. First kill at 15. I can't read. And 40 more for breathing. Killed a man for snoring. What the heck?
I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known.
Ain't nobody scared of this man.
And I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him. That man was faster than greased lightning. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
Okay, did we get him?
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life. Shot him in the back in a saloon just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben?
This dude. Yeah, we don't got any points.
Thank you,
Ooh.
darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, did you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Red man. Gray Wolf.
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation. A bounty was put on Grey Wolf's head, and that's how I came to hunt him in the mountains. Mountains so high they tickled the nether regions of heaven.
A long time ago in the mountain far, far away. Alright, let's get it.
Grey Wolf was a Chiricahua Apache medicine man who had led a war party in revenge for a massacre against his people. The U.S. Army had attacked his tribe during his daughter's sacred sunrise ceremony, and the slaughter was unspeakable. I understood his anger, as there's nothing more traumatic than seeing those you love die in a cruel and painful death.
Touche, touche.
Right from the beginning, I couldn't shake the feeling that Grey Wolf was watching my every move.
Oh,
He
shoot.
led a band of young Apache warriors who wanted retribution and were more than willing to die for him.
This game looks so amazing,
saw
yo.
me
It
before I saw them.
blows my mind how good this game looks. Shoot! Your boy's about to freaking die.
and it crossed my mind that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. But now that the shooting had started, there was no backing down.
Come on with it. Nice. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Native Americans.
It was rugged country, the winter home of the Chiricahuas, and that's why they had retreated there. I admit to having some regrets about going after them the way I did, but then again,
Dang!
I got a lot of those.
Out of here with that. I'm here.
Did you find Grey Wolf?
Not at that moment, but I did find the entrance to their hideout.
Jeez, man. Nice.
A deep crevice that led to a deeper cave.
Don't tell me you went in there.
Yeah, but it's not out of bravery so much as pure, angry cussedness.
Yes, sir.
How big was his cave?
Big as hell, man. Chiricahua had hid out there during the Indian Wars.
Come on with it. Oh my gosh, my aim. Oh my gosh, bro. Freaking die.
They thought it was haunted with the ghosts of those murdered by the horse soldiers.
The cave was haunted with dead Indian ghosts?
To be honest, I was more concerned with the live ones than the dead ones.
Beautiful.
How come you know so much about engines?
A few years back, I was married to two Mescalero women.
At the same time?
Yeah, they were sisters. Religion is
what?
traditional among the Mescalero.
He said they were sisters.
Oh, I had to get out of there.
Man, this
Those
is a
girls never
freaking
shut
player,
up.
dude.
Both of them nagging at me all the time. Drove me half crazy. Haven't seen them since.
No, I mean, what happened with Grey Wolf?
Oh, well, I pursued him into the Cave of Death. I came upon this flooded grotto, and that's when I saw him.
That's
He came
Grey
to me
Wolf.
unarmed and unafraid. His voice echoed in the shadows. And I sensed he meant me no harm.
You carry great darkness in your heart, and if you do not release it, it will claim your soul.
The sound of his voice put some kind of ancient Indian spell on me as his story unfolded in my mind.
You will come to this place again and kill many more men, and the darkness will grow until it consumes everything that you are. The soul will have no rainbow. I had no tears.
He said
Let's
I
go.
was a great warrior, a coyote man, unequaled by any other pale-faced warrior, or something like that.
The snakes were white shadows of your past until a venom poisons your heart, and an echo of the song of the dead summons the spirits deep from within the mountains.
Jeez, how many of these freaking guys is
I
it?
didn't quite get what he was saying, but there was definitely snakes. I swear I couldn't see any way out of this trap. But suddenly, one just appeared. Kind of like a mirror.
Wait, what? What the heck?
I felt like I would be lost in that damn cave forever. Finally, I found myself back outside, perched on the edge of a precipice overlooking a thundering whitewater river. To get where I was going required several leaps of faith, but no way in hell I was turning back.
Nice, nice, nice.
I chased after him. There were dozens of Apache warriors aiming at me from on high.
Dozens?
Ah!
Well, maybe not dozens, but there was a lot of them.
At least 3 or 4.
Well, more than that, little lady. I had a steep climb up creek ahead of me and scrambled up those rocks like a mountain goat. I was determined to locate Grey Wolf and find out exactly what the hell he was trying to tell me. Wouldn't you know it? That crafty son of a bitch led me right into a trap.
Let's go.
What kind of trap?
Well, son, there had to be at least 100 Apaches surrounding me.
100?
God be my witness.
Oh, come on. Who you kidding?
Hey, I believe you. Come on, tell us how it ended.
All right, but I'm not gonna drag this out. Where were we?
You were surrounded by 100 Apache warriors.
Well, I didn't take the time to count them exactly, but there were a lot of them.
Yeah, back it up. Back it up. Your boy's not going. I'm not going, bro. Come on, dude. Oh my gosh. Jeez.
And in the end, a path appeared before me that I had not seen before.
I love how he's just telling the story.
I followed it.
Great
I desperately needed
great
to find
storyteller.
out what Grey Wolf was trying to tell me. But it was like that son of a bitch disappeared into thin air.
What the? Nah, man's just been drinking. Something ain't right.
Never did find him. And never did collect my goddamn bounty.
What? So you basically telling me we went through all that basically for nothing. That's basically what you telling me.
Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
Episode 6. The Dalton brothers.
Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of the riot?
I did my best, sir. We all did. It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street.
What?
Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always riding him about how he had no ambition. Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property.
Nice, nice, nice. Let's go ahead and reload up real quick.
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently. First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait for some bitches out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns.
I love how they're just telling like their own their own made up stories. I love it. Or their perspectives of the stories. Like one of them will tell a story and the other one will be like, nah, that don't add up. There's more than that.
One of the marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind. It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
Am I jumping for that? Woo! I was not sure if I was gonna make that.
We've got company.
Nice,
Heroic
nice.
men like him who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free.
Son of a bitch!
Jim Booth and Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
Shoot, shoot.
You rule the day. Over there! That's Silas Greaves. What the hell?
Nice, nice, nice.
Blam! Blam! He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons. His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened. It was early evening, not high noon. Daltons blew up a safe, and were all set to hightail it out of there. I was late to the party, and Coffeeville was already up in arms. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
There they go. The leader, lover, the loser. Dang. They all got their own different role.
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. Finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeeville.
You gonna need it back? Don't let that asshole get away with this. Waste your bullets. Go ahead.
Hold that. Hold that.
Those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions. I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, since those 2 families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeeville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens. The Dalton boys knew I would never give up.
No, we own them.
Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least 2 of them to escape. The 3rd brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work. It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
Let's get it.
This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
I'll blow your damn head clean off.
Whoa! Whoa!
You messed with the wrong damn Dalton.
Let's go. Dead.
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeeville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you
Dang.
think put all those damn holes in him?
23 times? That's crazy.
But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
Alright, we didn't level up.
We'll get those suckers.
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
Somewhere in Missouri. Fall 1892. Sometime
And in
after
that
the
time, a whole
bold...
posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
We'll track you to the ends of the earth.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell. It was tough to stay on a true course, so we kept an eye out for landmarks. It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color.
Whoa!
Red as blood.
The heck? Falling swaps
The rains
hidden
that year
orientation. The
were
waypoint
torrential,
indicator is disabled
so
for
the
this
whole
mission.
area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
I'll take that. Let's level up. So in this one, we gotta end up finding our own way to get to where we need to get to.
Bury them in the swamp. Plant them where they stand.
Except for some bitches ahead of me wanting to do me harm. So I had to face them alone. I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet, but I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends.
Dang.
Can't believe you keep missing. He just...
The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
Shoot that asshole! Oh!
Shotgunner.
I was under serious attack.
Let my health regenerate real quick.
Was nowhere to be seen.
Somebody kill that sumbitch!
Oh shoot. Nice, nice.
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes. I scrambled up top to get a better view.
In the world.
But just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
The barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running for the bushes. Of course, I followed them. But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was.
Did this man fall asleep?
Steve? Steve!
Huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
Of course they did, because why wouldn't they?
Indians?
They were Indians.
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where was I?
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's right. See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
Oh, I'm listening. I was just resting my eyes.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
Nice, 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 nice.
Did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits. More Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what. But hell, what's more important than fact? I'll bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Let's go. Eat that dynamite. Sir, hold that. What the heck? Whoa, 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 whoa. Jeez.
I knew those Dalton boys were out there somewhere, standing together against anyone who would threaten them. And that's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
A steamboat.
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps?
I'm wondering the
Guess it
same
floated
thing,
off
brother.
during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or a side wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board. It was in that a fusillade of bullets come raining down from on high, and those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found. But among those men that were shooting at me, I thought I saw some familiar faces.
Oh, biscuit.
They're gonna need a dust bag to pick you up.
Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on me.
Yeah, where them suckers at?
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
Dang.
You better hide.
Right about then, much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit. But it turned out that they had me.
Take him out. I'm sending you to hell.
Of course. I mean, of course.
The Daltons had played me
Not so
like a
tough
fiddle.
after all, is he?
Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll. They didn't just want to
Whoa,
shoot.
whoa, we gotta run. We gotta get up out of here.
Burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
We're talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big. I don't think it'll even float.
So anyway,
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic...
Oh, okay, okay. I was like, where do I go?
oh God,
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. It was time to settle this once and for all.
Ooh. Let's go. Let's go.
about to come at me one at a
Jeez.
time. They were in this together. Two brothers side by side, determined to
I gotta
take me
do
down.
both of these guys at the same time. Are you
This
serious?
time, the odds were on their side. They got it wrong.
There we
A
go.
sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds. Paroled 14 years later, he moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers.
Nice, 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 nice. Let's go. We got another legendary weapon, guys.
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told.
All right. The Wild Bunch. Juarez. I always forget.
It was
his name.
1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old.
Oh, dang.
Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead.
Oh,
Right then, I
wow.
swore myself that I would avenge them.
Dang.
Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch. I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy, they were a
They were
loose
caught
association of outlaws
June
who
2nd,
robbed banks and
1899.
trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant. They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my brothers.
Oh, we gonna get our revenge. Don't you worry about a thing, brother. Holy cow. I don't know how we just survived that, but we did.
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that bridge.
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there.
Ooh-wee.
Jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past the whole passel of desperados.
Out of my way.
Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day. As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death. Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could. times, it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference
Ooh.
is I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a hand.
You mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about? Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Who's this? Oh, they got the posse, they got the crew. Yeah, it's a lot of them, dang.
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the Wild Bunch all by my lonesome, as usual.
Who the hell is that?
Or you gotta love that.
Retreat! Retreat! He's killing everybody! Don't kill us all!
Guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they? Only a few stragglers were left, and I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on old Bob's trail.
Dang, who am I getting shot at? God dang. Whoa.
Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nose Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang. Right after Sundance, I mean.
I don't know if it's coming left, right down the middle. I don't know.
On that very
Nice.
same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America. They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that. I tried to find Bob Bryant, but it was as if he'd disappeared. Sometime later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang. So I took to their trail, as I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
That Kid Curry's kind of crazy, ain't he?
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado. Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down.
Beautiful.
Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts, and I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. property of the Union Pacific. The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports.
Get it, let's get it, let's get it.
Kid Curry was considered the wildest of the wild bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children.
Dang!
Though some say it was only 5.
85? That's wild, man.
Kid Curry had bragged
5
to a
sounds
whore
more
how he was gonna
reasonable.
rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me. The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Don't you blow us up now.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
It's like, I hope you do, because like we all gonna die if you don't know what you're doing.
See? One wrong shot, and they never would have found all the pieces of me.
So, I didn't know dynamite would literally like blow everybody up.
But the Wild Bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off.
Nice, nice,
It
nice,
appeared
nice.
the kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks.
What the? Oh, whoa.
Always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one.
Yup, yup.
Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
Nice, nice, nice.
So, what happened then?
Had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
Nice, nice, nice.
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
Nice, nice. Cool, 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 cool. Whoa!
So that was all the dynamite?
Funny you should mention that, darling. As actually, there was a fourth charge impeding my progress. Once I removed it,
Holy
my path
cow!
was clear. So I proceeded onward. I realized that that way just wasn't gonna work. I needed an alternate path forward.
Is this supposed to be the alternate way? I'm a little confused. I feel like I just went around in a circle. Oh, I did.
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it.
Oh, shoot.
The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of
we're
those
dead.
blocks.
We're dead.
My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer.
We're definitely dead.
This moment.
Grab it! Grab the dynamite! You freaking idiot.
Whew. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today.
Bro, I wasn't sure if I was supposed to grab the dynamite or put the thing
the
out.
last dynamite charge.
Well, it was a touching reunion.
But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass as I was not a young man anymore.
Kill that SOB! Make him bleed! Send him to forget!
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
Thanks, Tracer! Kid Curry asked me! Nuttier than a damn fruit stand!
Just when I thought things
Jeez
couldn't get
Louise,
worse,
man.
Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Oh, great. Kid Curry. Alright. Bro! That's the most BS crap ever, dude. What the freaking crap, dude? freaking die. Freaking ridiculous, dude. How is he not? He has to be glitched. He has to be. Oh my gosh, dude.
Eventually, I brought that tunnel down.
Thank you.
And that's when I met Kid Curry himself. He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
Jeez.
Fast as he was.
Thank you.
I was just a bit faster.
Jeez.
And as he lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him.
What the? Yeah. You're not seeing another day in your life.
Those were his last words.
All right.
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kinda glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Jesse James, episode 8. Let's get it.
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
Whoa.
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this Jim.
The heck up out of here.
Now wait a second. How'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this.
Here we go with the rewind. Legend was he could stop a train by staring it down. What in the world? Get the heck out of here.
They hopped a freight train having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train.
Whoa.
The James' younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in
On the
Northfield,
train.
Minnesota.
Ride from Winston. Nearly
Jesse
30
needed
years
more
ago.
men and took on the killer I was
Heck
after,
do I go? Oh, okay.
along with a host of others.
I was so confused. I was like, where the heck am I supposed to go?
Find my man and put a bullet in his head. Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I reached
James'
that.
younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your lonesome. Again. I'm finding this all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell? Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities?
Level up, baby. Let's
Suddenly
go.
I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and
But this whole story situation, I'm sure he has had a lot of
sitting here for
drinks.
quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you. I never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Boy, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
It really
Two
don't.
bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But
bar.
you seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof. At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!"
This asshole don't know who he's looking.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember.
Kill you!
I bet you are.
You know who we are?
I don't give a crap who you are.
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward. I wondered if I was ever going to find the front of that train, or the bastard I was after. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Great.
Yeah, seems like
Just
you
what I
into
needed.
A lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here. Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here. I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself. There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day.
Yes, you've had enough.
could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows.
You know where the, I don't know where this
Jesse was
like
killed by Bob
think he's
Ford.
going.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward
You ain't
shot him
going
in the
nowhere,
back of the
buddy.
head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you. Yeah, I didn't kill
Nice.
Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was
This
up
man is
front
a
with
great
gun to the
storyteller.
engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle.
You need to what?
After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch, Jim.
Alright.
I followed those bastards into the high mountains as they were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. Perfect place to hide out from the authorities. In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the Reds and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Engines?
They could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then. Hey, how about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul. Now, where was I? Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with the Red Man. Like that time... Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir. You did.
Of course I did.
Wait, he forgetting the story already.
Still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come
Yes,
to
sir.
this place again
We remember that.
and kill many more men. Darkness will grow until it consumes everything you are.
Yeah, I remember this part. That's when they all start coming out like crazy. Jeez Louise, man.
So, did you ever find it? Who? The man you are after.
Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
I'm sure we all
Mr.
do.
Greaves, are you all right?
Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? What is this that I can't see with ice cold hands taking hold of me? Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell.
Okay. Okay. Whoa.
Someone would pray Could you wait to call me another day? Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year?
So are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son-bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing.
Is that him? Frank James, there he is. Alright, we gotta make our way up to Frank James.
I finally did track those outlaws down. They had long rifles with scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close. I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well. He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me. Now when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me. Hell, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
Is he dead? Oh, shoot.
And that old shack? Well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
With Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
Bro, what is the story, man?
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life. Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will. At this point, I just don't give a shit.
I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him. I never did like that bastard. I am done here.
We parted in peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
All right.
Wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke that sumbitch out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me.
Dang.
Son of a bitch!
It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give up?
Ease. How many of these freaking guys is it, dude?
Eventually, it was just me and Reed. And repay him I did.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame you never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
That wild bunch.
6 months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying. 40 years I had waited to get my hands on the last
Wind
of my brother's
River
killers.
Mountains, Wyoming,
Not even an army of
1910.
demons could have stopped me now. Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant, that son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
For all you know, he could have been dead.
What is going on? What the heck is going on?
As did others. For instance, did
Jeez.
my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after? By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. Nothing could stop me from taking his life. I'd been after that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Suddenly it was 1910. Here I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades. The town was falling apart, just like me. But I wasn't about to call it quits. Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Greaves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around. I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was onto them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
Put that geezer in the ground!
guess you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here telling us.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack.
Jeez, man.
Because when I woke up...
Oh, Joe's like, what?
From the dead?
Huh?
There was silence all around me. I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop. Here, there, even over there.
So I am right. You are titched in the head.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Mr. Greaves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer, Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing. But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition. I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me. In the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remembered him.
Dude, what is going on? I'm so lost right now. Like, now we're shooting at ghosts? Like, what?
Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun. The ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
What in the world?
The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
Where am I getting shot at? Oh my gosh.
George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond.
This man is freaking tweaking.
Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed, each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy.
Thought?
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh.
Who?
That's kid.
Ah! I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Then I heard a voice call to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker,
Who?
a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
What is going on, bro? I'm so lost with this game right now. I'm lost. Butch Cassidy. Sundance Kid. Salas Greaves. Oh, shoot. We're all three
But the kid
finna.
wasn't quite
Oh.
deceased. Not yet.
Takes more than one little bullet to kill the likes of me, partner.
Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos.
Oh, shoot.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to kill you. You won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first.
I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
Let me get this shit straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
You frittered it all away, Butch. Etta's mine. So is that damn money.
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
Oh, shoot. Here we go, y'all. In the Mexican standoff, use LB, RB to switch your focus to enemy who is looking at you. I got my eyes on y'all. I got my eyes on both y'all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Done. Done.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob? There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, your past always catches up with you.
That is Bob.
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I've changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
He really wasn't kidding.
Hey, Bob.
Wait, choose your destiny. Revenge or redemption? I'm going redemption. I'm going redemption.
Why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Wanted to suss you out, Bob. See what kind of man you turned out to be. Maybe prod you into drawing on me. See, all those years on your trail turned me into a killer. Can't even remember who I was before you tried to murder me. You, on the other hand, walked that very same path in exactly the opposite direction.
What do you mean by that?
You think your life is worth sparing, Bob? Boy, what's your name again?
It's Eisenhower, sir. Dwight Eisenhower.
What do you plan to do with your life, Dwight Eisenhower?
Tomorrow I'll be leaving for West Point, sir.
So, you want to be a soldier? Well, then do it right, son. Don't tear down the world out of anger and spite like I did. You build it up. You do something decent with your life, you hear me?
Sir? Yes, sir.
I won't have it said I left you with nothing, Bob.
Yo. Bro. This game is fire. Fire. New Game Plus is now available. Start a new story retaining all the unlocked skills and weapons. True West difficulty level is now available. Try going through the story with minimal HUD and extra difficulty to get the real Western experience. Guys, that's the full gameplay walkthrough of this amazing game, man. Yeah, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, man. This game was phenomenal. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to punch that like button for your boy. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Share my content with your friends, etc. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next gameplay and stream.